If cat saliva is a mysterious bacterial den, then dog saliva is an exploding ecosystem of biological surprises and hidden dangers. Today, we dive deep into the mouth of your loyal companion to uncover truths that might make you rethink that kiss. While we love them dearly, the biological reality inside their mouths is far more complex and crowded than you ever imagined. That wet and sloppy greeting carries millions of invisible passengers that are looking for a new place to call their home. Let us start by looking at the sheer numbers, which reveal a massive difference between our two most popular household pets. The mouth of a domestic cat typically hosts around 200 different species of bacteria, which is already a significant number. However, the mouth of a dog is a bustling metropolis, containing approximately 600 distinct species of bacteria living together. This massive difference exists because dogs are natural scavengers who love to explore the world with their noses and tongues. They investigate everything from discarded food on the street to the most unsanitary objects found in your backyard or park. Think of their mouth as a busy international trade center where bacteria from countless sources meet, mingle, and multiply every day. While cats are selective about what they touch, dogs are adventurous explorers who collect microbial souvenirs from everywhere they go. Among these 600 species, there is one silent assassin that headlines sensational news stories, called Capnocytophaga canamorsis. You have likely seen the terrifying headlines about dog owners facing severe infections or even amputation after a simple lick. What makes this bacteria scary is that it lives naturally in the saliva of 74% of perfectly healthy dogs. Your dog does not need to look sick or act aggressive to carry this potential pathogen in their daily saliva. Normally, this bacteria is harmless, but it becomes a deadly weapon if it enters your bloodstream through a broken skin barrier. If a dog licks an open wound or mucous membranes like your eyes, the bacteria can bypass your outer defenses instantly. For people with weakened immune systems, this invasion can lead to severe sepsis, organ failure, or worse, in record time. While cats also carry this bacteria, dogs transmit it more often, simply because they are much more enthusiastic about licking us. The medical cases are rare but devastating, proving that the invisible ecosystem in a dog's mouth is not to be ignored. Understanding this risk does not mean fearing your dog, but it does mean practicing basic hygiene and protecting your open wounds. Now we must address the biggest scientific myth that pet owners have repeated to each other for decades without any proof. You have definitely heard someone say that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth. But this is completely false. Comparing cleanliness is impossible because the bacterial ecosystems of dogs and humans are vastly different environments with little common ground. In reality, the oral microbiome of a dog and a human only share about 15% of the same bacterial species. This lack of similarity is exactly what makes the bacteria from your dog potentially dangerous to your own personal health. Because these bacteria are so foreign, our human immune system often does not recognize them or have the weapons to fight. When these alien microbes enter our sterile tissues, they can multiply unchecked, because our body is caught completely off guard. So it is not about being cleaner or dirtier. It is about the biological compatibility of the germs we carry. We have evolved with our own bacteria, but we have not evolved to handle the distinct ecosystem living inside a dog. This misunderstanding leads people to let their guard down, allowing dogs to lick wounds in the mistaken belief it helps healing. Never let a dog lick your open cuts, as you are essentially inviting a foreign army into a defenseless city. Beyond bacteria, we must discuss the uncomfortable truth about where a dog's tongue has been before it touches your face. Dogs have a daily hygiene routine that involves thoroughly licking their own sensitive areas and hindquarters to keep themselves clean. This habit creates a direct highway for intestinal parasites and worm eggs to travel from their rear end to their mouth. When they finish their grooming and immediately run over to give you a kiss, they are completing a parasitic cycle. The most common unwanted gift is the roundworm, a parasite that can cause serious health issues if transferred to humans. Children are especially vulnerable to these parasites because they often let puppies lick their faces and rarely wash their hands. Once inside a human body, these parasitic larvae can migrate to organs like the liver, the lungs, or even the eyes. This is why regular deworming schedules are not just for your dog's health, but for the safety of your entire family. Even if your dog is clean, they can pick up fresh parasite eggs simply by sniffing the waste of other animals. The structure of a dog's tongue is designed to hold on to particles, making it an efficient transporter for microscopic threats. Beyond bacteria and parasites, we must acknowledge the most lethal viral threat that can hide in the saliva of infected dogs. Rabies is a terrifying virus that attacks the central nervous system and is almost 100% fatal once symptoms appear. The virus concentrates heavily in the saliva and can be transmitted through a bite or even a lick on broken skin. While vaccines have controlled it in many places, it remains a critical danger in many parts of the developing world. This is why rabies vaccination is the single most important legal and medical requirement for dog owners across the globe. Knowing these risks does not mean you should stop loving your dog, but you should change how you interact with them. Train your dog to show affection without licking your face, and especially avoid letting them lick near your eyes or mouth. Always wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water after playing with your dog or handling their toys and food bowls. Keep their environment clean and wash their food and water bowls regularly to prevent the buildup of harmful bacterial colonies. Regular dental checkups for your dog can reduce the bacterial load in their mouth and prevent gum diseases that breed germs. You can also brush your dog's teeth at home using pet-safe toothpaste to maintain a healthier oral microbiome for everyone. Understanding the science of dog saliva helps us bridge the gap between our different species, safely and responsibly. Your dog is still your best friend, just a best friend with a very different biological system that requires respect. While the cat may have fewer bacteria, the dog's mouth is a testament to their evolutionary history as scavengers and hunters. We accept them into our lives with all their imperfections and microscopic passengers, because the love they give is worth it. By being aware of the bacteria, parasites, and viruses, you can take simple steps to keep that friendship safe and healthy. So next time your dog leans in for a big, wet kiss, you might want to offer them a hug instead. Their love is unconditional, but our approach to their hygiene should be conditional on science and common sense. We hope this deep dive into the microscopic world of dog saliva has been both eye-opening and helpful for you. Knowledge is the best defense against infection, and understanding your pet is the key to a long and happy relationship. Dogs bring immense joy and activity into our lives, and a few germs should not stop us from enjoying their company. Consult your veterinarian if you have any concerns about your dog's oral health, or if you notice anything unusual. Remember that their immune system is robust enough to handle things that would send us to the hospital immediately. Their stomachs are designed to neutralize pathogens that we cannot, which is why they can eat things we never could. Let them keep their unique ecosystem to themselves, and you keep yours, for a perfect balance in your shared home. Whether you own a tiny Chihuahua or a giant Great Dane, the biological facts remain the same for every breed. If you have both cats and dogs, be aware that they can swap bacteria, creating an even more complex microbial environment. Simple habits like wiping paws and avoiding face licks can reduce the bacterial load entering your living space significantly. Protecting the most vulnerable members of your family from potential infections is the responsibility of every good pet owner. Not all bacteria are bad, but the specific mix found in a dog's mouth is simply not compatible with human biology. We cherish their smiles, but we must respect the biological barrier that nature has placed between our two species. A kiss on the top of the head is just as loving and infinitely safer than letting them lick your lips. From 600 bacterial species to hidden parasites, the mouth of a dog is truly a wild biological frontier. Thank you for joining us on this scientific journey into the secret life of your dog's oral ecosystem. If you learned something new today, please share this video with other dog lovers to help keep them safe. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this information valuable and want to see more content like this. Check out our other videos where we explore the fascinating science behind the animals we share our lives with. Stay curious, stay safe, and keep loving your pets responsibly. Until we meet again in the next video.